appreciate you, Teddy.
We love it.
Okay.
Teddy in the car.
3
The
in
bass
21.
range.
I have been. Fuck off.
Anyways,
Little
just to give a
shit.
shout out
3
to
tears.
our engineer from
Teddy.
the bass
Bass Studios. Book them.
in East London.
Book them. Book them.
Look them up.
If you like the space, book them. You
Yeah.
know how we look cute in there. The lighting's great.
Come
Okay, I guess get into it.
Welcome to the Free Tears Pod.
Hey,
Guys,
hey.
I'm sick of being an independent woman.
Oh, my ladies.
Same.
Independent.
So what is an independent woman?
No, wait, you know what? Wait, where's this coming from, though, sis? For real?
No, but guys,
Was it just an epiphany?
It was a bit. Do you know what? This year, yeah, piss off. I've had to bruv, I'm shouting. Anyway, I've just been trying to do this whole.
Why do you always laugh?
Bruv, I hate them, bruv. I'm trying to do serious talkings here, and they're always just cackling like witches.
Because we love it, that's why.
Anyway,
Okay, well, listen.
but yeah, like I just feel like this year, I was just like, I'm sick of like buying shit myself, always having to be independent, striving for everything on my own. I was just like, maybe I have to decrease this independence so that a guy can fit in. Do you know what I mean?
So he can lead.
But is that
So
the
he
problem,
can lead. I think it is an issue because when I've dated guys in the past, they're just like, where do I fit in? Like I remember my ex.
Did they actually
My
ask
ex
you?
actually said that to me. He was like, I don't know what I can do for you.
It's a big
But
thing.
Because
then
you do everything yourself.
Don't you think that's a bit of their insecurity?
I feel like
I,
it's them though.
I feel like it can be an insecurity, but I've heard it too many times now.
What, from different guys?
From different guys to now think that maybe
You need to tone it down.
I need to tone it down. So because I complain about guys not doing things for me, but then how are they supposed to do things for me if I'm doing everything my own?
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what? I want honesty time.
Okay, cool.
So I want to be honest, yeah. My fear is a guy seeing me and thinking, like,
What can I do for you?
like, no, what does she do? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, as in, that's why I do everything. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want like a guy to feel the coming in and being like, yeah, but because this is it. I feel like they'll be like, what you bring into the table.
But I don't think guys even think like that.
I
think guys are more simple-minded.
You'll be shocked, yeah? Guys, for the majority of men who are quote unquote, and I use this term loosely, alpha male.
Yeah.
The majority of men, they're not looking necessarily for women to do everything. They'll probably be more inclined if you don't do everything because they will feel as though they have use. I'm just talking from a general perspective.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, that's why I said, like, for example, yeah, a guy will like a woman and then see that she's independent and can do everything, and then we'll think to ourselves, I'm gonna be probably surplus to requirements, kind of thing. Because what do you need me for? But then this is the thing.
But there's a flip side, because I've actually seen like guys comment on Twitter thinking, yeah, you're out here asking he needs to fly you up, but what are you doing? Like, and I'm like,
I can fly myself out, but I want you to use your
but
money.
it's like,
I'm not gonna lie to
but
you.
you know what I mean?
I feel like
That for me, yeah. I'm so sorry, and I think, I don't know, obviously call it pride, whatever, but I can never have somebody be like I've got you, what are you gonna do? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
but generally, though, that mentality, you have to understand something. That mentality, when guys do that, they only do that because it's more about one-upmanship more than what they actually think. Because guys don't think like that. The majority, you have to remember, Twitter is an echo chamber, or social media is an echo chamber. The majority of guys generally aren't thinking like that. They generally don't care, which is why, like you said, you'll meet someone like you guys and be like, there's more intimidation because you guys can do everything. So, like I said, when usually how guys will want women is because there's something missing in that woman's life and that guy can do that. If it's money, security, whatever, which is why marriage was so popular back in the day. Right now, you guys don't need marriage for any of that. You guys can be independent women without a guy. You can be successful. You don't need a man. And so now what that means is the guy has to actually be of some sort of... He's got to be substance.
There has to be substance.
Yeah.
Legit.
You can't just run on what I can provide for you. I can give you a baby. I can give you what. Women are just like, well, I don't need you for that.
I don't even like babies.
I don't even want a child anyway.
No, exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't even like babies, so I don't want that from you.
Yeah.
So you actually have to make me laugh. You actually have to. We have to have things in common. Like I remember I was talking to a guy. Yeah.
But I'm really proper tied with that though.
What?
Like with that kind of thinking, like
I don't want a guy to think.
Yeah. Like
no, but I used to be like that. And it was only this year that I said, if I relax on that, let me see what happens. And it's true. As soon as I relaxed on, I can buy everything myself, I can supply everything for myself, guys started doing things for me.
But how did you do that?
You ask.
See, this is...
Or hint. Ask or hint.
Okay.
Ask or hint and see what people do. Legit, like, when I released control over stuff, guys, I've been the most spoiled over the last 4 months than I ever have been in any time, like ever. And this is from someone that's not even my man. Okay. So, let's just be really... No, but let's just like...
No, like take it in.
When you need to really take it in because I literally released all control because I'm a control freak. I like doing things for myself because I know it will be done right.
Yeah.
You know, I know what will make myself happy.
Yeah.
But do you know what? When I release that control and I let someone else take control, like I got... So this lovely guy decided to get a private chef on the weekend of my birthday.
I saw that. I said,
Did you see the menu?
I said, and it had Linda's name on the menu. Everything.
Babes, the experience. I wanted.
I clapped.
I wanted to cry.
I put my phone down and I said,
I wanted to cry. I told one of my clients about it. She was like, I've been with my boyfriend 6 years and he's never done that for me.
oh man, Bele.
But do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Relinquish control.
I felt her heart.
Okay, I felt her hurt because I felt bad.
Why are you laughing?
I felt bad in that moment. Even when I said it out, she was so upset. She was upset. I was like, babes. I was like, oh, use me as inspiration.
Do you know what it is as well? Yeah, she's gonna go and mention it to her
I
man.
know. You really know. She's gonna mention it to her man. And I said,
how can you say?
This is why they say comparison, yeah?
It's the thief of joy. No, I heard the pain in her heart. And I was like,
even you saying it.
She was bitter.
I felt it.
She was hurt.
No,
that's
a woman thing. I felt her. I felt her.
Babe.
Because do you know she added the time. I've been with my man for 6 years.
She gave you the whole, like she gave you from Genesis to Revelation the time scale. She said 6 years. She was hurt.
You're an
she
idiot.
was burning.
You're bringing the Bible into the you're an idiot. You think I didn't catch that?
Screaming. No, but it's true.
Don't kill me, man.
No, but I felt bad for her. But then I was just like, I'll just use me as like just hint and just be like, oh babes, like next thing that we do.
No,
and you know
I
what?
have trouble asking.
And this is what I was gonna say next. Stop you letting your pride stop you from receiving good things.
That's me.
Hallelujah.
Because
you're speaking to the choir.
Because I always say within relationships, you need to learn to diminish your pride.
Yeah.
So
hallelujah.
Why? And then this year I exercised it even with my friends, and this is why I did the whole Amazon list. When have I ever? Okay, I ask for presents here. But I never really follow through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh, bring a present,
Yeah,
but
you can also get me this, but that,
But I'm not intentional with it. Me, I put Amazon list. I said, I'm going to create a list of things that I want from people.
Bro, that list was never ending.
No,
but
guys,
things were coming off, yeah. But then more were adding.
I didn't know, yeah. Do you get it?
I was scrolling down and it was just going.
No.
I didn't know, yeah.
Do you know, I paid attention to it. There were things that were coming off the list.
And then things were getting added.
I
didn't know, yeah. I didn't know you get email notifications when I added stuff. Because I was just like, oh, you guys are taking it. Let me add more. Let me add more.
It's ridiculous. I kept getting emails from Amazon. I don't need this stressing.
No, and it also also notifies you who's been added to
Yeah.
the group.
That was the day I turned it off because this is fucking ridiculous.
Well,
I said, why am I getting updates about this? Let me just barely get on with my life.
I said, nah, my sister's something else.
No, but I
She's
said
something
this
else.
year I'm gonna be intentional.
But you see,
Do you know what? Yeah, I can't lie. I said my fair. Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
need
doing.
to do it.
My
But
fair,
so this is the reality.
Everybody's
yeah?
getting a list. I'm warning you guys. Everybody's getting a list. Okay.
So this is the
I
reality.
got you.
yeah?
I got you.
What Linda's point kind of pivots on is that when you were saying at the start, maybe you should change your mentality. The reality is no.
Okay.
Because if you settle, it means that you almost are saying you're not worth what it you know that
More
you are.
than that, yeah.
And that's the reality of it. Is a big the reason why you think like that is because you think because you've tried so much with your high standards, no one's matched them. You think maybe they're too high.
No one's gonna match it.
The reality of it is though is that what you're actually saying is that's not true because you've met people who can reach your
Oh,
standards.
definitely.
It's just a matter of saying, well,
And do you
I'm
know
not
what?
going to
And do
settle
you know
on
why?
two.
Do you know why I also have that? It's also I got PTSD, because there was one of my ex, who there was I can't even remember the exact situation, but I just remember him kind of like trying to corner me for like because he could do the thing for me at that time and I couldn't do it, and I was just like.
You can never use that against me. Do you know what it is?
I
Because
was just like, and it was from then I said I could never let a guy try and put me in this because I was like, don't ever do that, like because I can actually do this
for myself.
Like,
Yeah.
to be honest, yeah, when you've come out of a relationship that wasn't exactly quote unquote perfect, so like my first relationship, but for whatever reason it is, me, whatever, and you get into a new relationship because it's better than your last, you think I'm gonna settle and keep with this, and then that's why I saw a tweet the other day about you romanticize things even after you've ended because you don't see properly actually how it was when you were in that relationship because of the security and the stability that you had, all those different things or whatever. And when you get into a relationship where you realize, you know what, I'm not going to settle, I'm going to find what I want or whatever, you realize, you know what, one of the number one things you clock is I shouldn't have settled and this was what I deserve. Because you've been waiting for so long for it, you think to yourself, it's never going to happen. So I'm going to have to change my standard. And then when you're even close to that or you find where your standards are, you realize, no, I didn't even need to do that, you know. Being patient was important because now I get what I deserve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's facts.
Let's remember, I was doing no dates, no vibes.
No dates.
No
dates, just vibes.
There was no even vibes.
There was just no.
Oh, okay.
Just a no.
No dates, just vibes for 6 months. Okay. Remember, I was doing that,
It was 6 months.
bro.
Bro, it was 6
Oh,
months.
that went
That was
fast, you
half
know.
a year.
Half a year of vibes
And no dates.
and no dates and stolen headphones. Because I will not forget it. I refuse.
Oh my god!
I forgot about that.
You stole my headphones.
I am finished.
You stole my headphones.
Oh my god!
And lied for 2 months that
Oh
you
my
had,
God, can
and
we
that AirPods were coming to my house.
Can we just put it out there that she's basically calling this man a thief, innit?
You're definitely a thief. Definitely. I don't even have time. But let's keep it moving because I don't hold grudges.
Wait, my thing is, I hate people like that because you were unprovoked. No one asked you to get me a present. You said you got me something.
Use your mouth, your mouth, your dirty, stinking, dirty mouth that is coming. That's what's pissing me off even more. And I fell for it, yeah. Because let me tell you the story. Let me do story time. Let me just story time. Story time. So Christmas time, yeah. Everyone knows that post was delayed, right? So I was thinking.
Really used that to his benefit.
Bro. Anyway, so I was thinking, first week gone, 2 weeks gone. There was even something I ordered from a shop. I know it took 2 weeks to come, so I was allowing him. I was like, okay, maybe it hasn't come yet. He's like, yeah, I've been checking the tracking, it's on the way. January is now gone. Remember, Christmas is in December. Okay, what's it about? Then January is now gone. We're now in February. He's now telling me, tracking is saying it's still coming.
I would say, send me the tracking number.
But, bro,
Send me the reference tracking
Bruv.
number.
Bruv, I was just like, let me not be a control freak. Maybe just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Because I would have wanted to know what excuse he would
I
use then.
said, and then I think it was like the second week in Feb, I said, keep your stinking headphones. Even keep my headphones.
Keep my headphones.
Even keep my headphones at
Keep
this
all
rate
the headphones.
because evidently
Keep all the headphones.
You're mad. You're mad.
I said you're mad. I said
No.
you're out. It's
That is
done
so
now.
crazy.
10 strikes, you're out. It's definitely 10 strikes at this point. It wasn't even 3 strikes. I was like, you're out. I said, you stole headphones from me. And I gave it to you out of the goodness of my heart. And it was on a borrow thing. It was you couldn't find your headphones. Let me give you my headphones. And my headphones cost me like £200.
Jesus is Lord.
It was Beats.
It was
But
Beats,
it was Beats.
yeah. It
The
was
Bruv.
in-ear ones.
No, but it had a
big
wire.
ones.
Oh, and the sports one.
Yeah.
The
the
one that
sports
goes
one.
like,
Yeah.
Those are not cheap, you know.
Bruv.
They're not cheap.
I just said, keep it. It's okay. Keep the AirPods.
God forgive you.
Keep it. I just left it to God. And then I asked this friend to help me get it. That one just went quiet as well.
Are you being serious?
Because I said, do you know what? Because afterwards I left it and I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just get my own like it's not like I can't get AirPods.
Yeah.
It's because you were there. You were promising. When I said I was gonna
Screaming
get
that-
it, you were like, oh, why am I gonna get
Yeah.
AirPods when I bought you some?
Even adding on that, it was
I don't know,
personalised.
bruv, don't kill me because I even forgot that part. Right. So then when I asked the friend to help me get it, he was like, "Oh, are you guys not amicable enough for you to ask him himself?" I was like, "If I was amicable with him, why would I ask you?"
Like, you're being cheeky.
Don't ask me
Don't
stupid-
do that.
don't ask me
Yeah.
stupid
I don't
questions.
like friends like that. I'm so sorry.
Don't ask me stupid questions. You're don't get
Bruv,
mad.
I just said I've heard you. I said I gave him a week as well. I said if you're also going to not get my headphones, both of you, it's okay.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like
How are you
obviously-
stealing from girls? You have no shame.
Obviously, I'm.
And
talking from
and you know that's what your friend's done. I will hot up my friend.
no,
Bruv.
it's not
I'll
the
be
rush.
like, why are you?
You got get rushed.
No,
Yeah.
I
Bruv.
will hot up my
Not
friend
rushed.
because I'll be like, nah, bruv, we have too much standards and respect.
Do you know
for ourselves.
what? You don't want people chatting you. So for the sake of not people chatting
Because
you, you will
people
just
will be
give
like,
back the headphones.
People will be like, that's your mate.
That's actually your friend.
No.
You have no shame. None of them have shame. I was just like, why am I even surprised?
It reminds me a little bit of when when Quaver and Sweetie woke up and he took the car.
The Bentley.
He didn't take it back.
No, it was
I have
on
to.
finance.
No, but he didn't take the car back. Okay, she still has the car. She
Oh, is
still
it?
has- yeah. She
Really?
never
How
did.
do you know? Did she call you?
No, but it was. How do you know he took the car back? Did he call you?
Are we in their relationship? Please, I beg.
Exactly.
I'm not involved. Even after I saw that elevator stuff. I
No,
was
because
just like,
do you know?
boy.
Because he put it on Twitter. He put it on Twitter that I don't know how it went out or how it's going around that I took the car back. I didn't take the car back, but
good.
he put it out there on Twitter. So
That's good.
It's not like
Well
I
done.
believe him anyway.
Good.
but
Well done. I'm happy for you.
Good for them. Do you know what I mean? I beg. All of that.
But the
okay,
point-
so guys, I have a question though. Yeah, so obviously we're talking about all this like in terms of the like men caring about if you have stuff or not. Yeah, do you think? Yeah, this is to Daniel, but obviously you're not speaking for men, obviously. But like,
Okay, not.
do you think that men care if a woman has a degree or not?
Care
I think they
positively or negatively?
Not as in care like
I only talk to her. if she has
yeah,
a
like
degree.
if she has a, I'm only gonna marry a woman that has a degree
I don't
or
think
is
so.
educated.
I know.
I
I
actually
disagree.
think education puts men off.
No.
What?
My ex asked me if I have a degree. And
No.
he told me
No, but
if
wait,
I didn't
wait,
have a degree, he wouldn't have dated me.
No, wait. But hold on, wait.
Okay.
Before we say that.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Wait.
I've always thought this.
Wait.
I always thought this.
Let Daniel land.
Okay,
Let
okay,
Daniel
Dan.
land.
Land.
La 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 la.
Because I'm fired, I'm fired up.
How do you say la 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 la?
Okay, yeah.
Guys are so stupid. What is wrong with you, lot, man? Guys are so dumb.
You're annoying. You're annoying.
I was gonna do yeah.
Guys are so dumb, man.
Yeah.
Finish your point. You guys are so dumb, man. Let me.
Okay, I'm back to being civilized.
I was saying that was an anomaly because that guy was mad.
We're gonna do a poll.
Yeah,
But-
no, we have to
no,
do.
it's
No,
not-
please,
wait,
we're gonna do a poll on
wait,
Instagram,
wait,
guys.
hold on,
At
wait,
Free Taste Pod, because
wait.
I need to know.
Jerry, wait.
I need to know.
Wait.
Yeah, go on.
The reason why I'm saying it's an anomaly guys won't even have that as part of the conversation when they're talking with you. If you tell them that you're educated, or
Are you really speaking for all your guys?
I'm speaking from a general point of view. I'm not speaking for all my guys because if you ask me, I'm not gonna ask you.
Gonna care?
I don't give a flying fuck. It doesn't matter to me.
But is that because you was never in that position anyway?
No, it's because I say you take a general consensus. You take a general consensus of how not just your friends but how the community is.
I'm listening.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
In the guys that you've gone out with in the past year or so, how many times have they asked you as a requirement, what degree did you have?
They
how many
didn't.
times have you had?
It was.
But like
It comes from general
They
conversation.
didn't ask directly, but it was like a conversation around like uni or what uni did you go to?
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, what degree do you have?
No,
but it's like, because if you ask somebody what uni you go to and then you're like, I didn't go to uni, then that's when they'll be like, okay, then you don't have a degree. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
The conversation ends there.
But what I'm saying to you is that the majority of the time when people have that question with you, like I said, Linda's one was an anomaly. Guys don't have conversations like that with you. That's why I was saying that. The majority of guys, if you're thinking about something where it actually is negative or positive, is whether you have kids.
But the majority of guys asks about if you have kids.
Yes.
They wouldn't want to be with a woman that has kids.
The majority of the time.
Okay.
If we're talking about something where it generally has weight, it's usually kids or... I'm trying to think of something random. Like I said, if you said that you were a business owner or you had your own business or whatever, that's what intimidates guys. I'm talking about from a general point of view, not me. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm talking about from a general point of view.
No, we're doing a call all this week.
No, but this is... You know what I'm saying? That's why it goes back to the point I was making. That's what goes back to the point I was making, that when you say to guys, if you come out straight and was like, I'm business orientated, I've got this, I do that, or whatever. Some guys are like, this is amazing, that's great. Some guys are like,
you do too much.
You're doing too much. Because either they don't have that,
Yeah.
so you're going to have more independence than they, or you're going to be more successful than them, or they're trying to get that info. You see one? I don't have enough time. You won't have enough time for me in this relationship.
Do you know how many guys would be like, you're too busy for me? I remember when I was talking to a guy. So first lockdown, March last year, I joined Tinder. Don't ask. Okay. I thought, like, firstly, my life is busy enough. I don't really go out clubbing, don't really go out, and I don't really like talking to guys. So, no, but it's true. Like, how many times have I don't know. When guys talk to me in a club, I'm just like, ugh. But I joined Tinder.
Yeah.
Is it Tinder? No, Hinge. I joined Hinge.
Yeah.
I was talking to this Nigerian guy who was like 34, had his own house, all go like 6 weeks in, we're actually doing well. I was like, oh my God, like we're talking every day. This might be it, guys. Then he's like, you've told me all the things you do. You know you're going to have to quit everything when we get together.
Huh?
I was like...
He said quit.
He said everything's going to go. I said, oh. I was like, why? He was like, I make enough money for the both of us. I was like, that's nice. So what would I be doing? He was like, you can look after the kids. I don't want anyone looking after the kids. I don't want nannies. I don't want anything. I want
but
you.
But does he know that you don't even want kids?
Okay.
But the point is, why? You know why that's rude? Just because I have kids, why should I sacrifice my life?
So I should now sit down in the house with kids that I don't like, and then my life.
Kids is gonna.
You know, I'm talking about my own kids, though. So I really don't like children. Everyone says that when I have my own, it will change.
It will definitely change.
We need to get to the point of me having children first. But anyway,
twins.
Please don't do that.
Bad vibes.
Kids are bad vibes. I'm not involved. Fuck them kids for real. Okay, dash them in the bin.
Says the man with two.
Right, that I love very dearly.
Yes.
I love them. I love them. His son is literally a mini him.
Yeah,
and he terrorizes him. He terrorizes Daniel, and I love it.
Because Daniel is the main terrorist.
This is what I'm saying. You're gonna learn it from. You learn it from your dad.
This is what's coming.
See?
Thank you.
Right? But yeah, and this is the thing. Guys are bold enough to tell me that I'm going to quit my businesses, my jobs, whatever. I will not be busy. I'll just be at home as a stay-at-home wife. The fact that he was so bold to do that, and we hadn't even met yet. I was actually abiding to lockdown at the time. And I was just thinking, like, is this what's gonna happen? Is this what I'm gonna have to deal with? Like a lot of guys, like when I start talking to them, they're like, "Oh, you work a lot," or "Oh, you're busy." It comes as snide comments. They're not blatant with it.
What do they have their own businesses? Or
They're
do
busy. They're busy doing
They're
their own
busy
things.
doing their own thing,
They're doing their own things. But you won't need to remember, mine doesn't stay within a 9 to 5 remit.
Yeah.
Mine can be 7 to midnight, 7 a.m. to midnight remit.
Because you don't just have a 9 to 5, you have a business.
Right.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So when you have a business, it doesn't stop at 9 to 5.
No, it can
People
go
will
up
be
to 3
people will be
a.m.
asking me inquiries at midnight. People will be asking me inquiries at 10 p.m.
Okay.
And I get that. When you don't have a business, you don't really understand that because you're like, why don't you know how to switch off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, because
So do you see, this is the point that I was making to you about the whole degree thing.
Yeah.
The reality of it is that guys really aren't, bar the anomalies that you get,
Yeah.
guys really aren't bothered like that.
I
They'll
think
be more
maybe
inclined.
you should
for
have don't
to tell
voice
them.
it. You show it's a finger. They're not. It's not that they're not bothered by it, but they don't say it out loud. So mine was okay. Let's say that my
was vocal,
my
yeah.
anomaly.
Very
He was
vocal.
vocal and he's mad.
Yeah,
Let's take that in. He's
Yeah.
vocal. He's mad, and he said it out loud. But how do you know that men are not actually thinking?
Thinking that.
Well, because so now that's why I said I will take the people that I know and a general consensus.
Yeah.
It's always often with guys, what they care about is literally like you said, are you too busy for the relationship? So if you are independent, quote unquote, you got your own businesses, you got your own, like when most guys, especially when they hear that you got your own flats or stuff like that, they get very intimidated because a lot of these guys, they don't have that. They're either staying in a room
Yeah.
or they're still with their mum's yard.
Yeah.
And so when you tell them I've got my own place, I'm independent, all that kind of stuff, they get very intimidated.
I hear it.
And that's the honesty. All that is that's just patriarchy. That's all that is.
Um,
That's all that is.
Linda, would you care if your man had a degree or not?
A long time ago, I would have said, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm okay with him not having one. But I've interacted with men that haven't. And the conversation, intellectual conversation is really important to me. And I'm not saying that men that without degrees can't have intellectual conversation, but there's a certain type of conversation, a certain type.
There's a level.
There's a level, and there's
There's a level.
a level of competence. There's just something
There's a level.
that they've.
Do you know? Let me take over, yeah? Can I
Please
take over?
go ahead, because I need to put that into words. And I
My
can't.
thing is this: I believe there's levels in it, and the reason why I say this, yeah, is because I've actually spoken to, like, I've spoken to a guy, like, in terms of like his transition in it. He wasn't in uni and everything. Then he went into uni and then he came out. The conversation
It's different.
different. Has in literally like it's text in it. Most people we talk through text.
Yeah.
Bruv, like the way he used to type, the grammar, everything, like it was just it used to in my heart. But because like I've known him for a long time, like we've known each other since we were really like kids in it. So I was just be like, ugh, okay, whatever. Like I'll just take space in it because I know how he is as a person. If this was just anyone I had met, which it happened to me, I've met a guy who never went uni and stuff like that, and then when we had a conversation, the things he would like bring up, and I think obviously like in terms of we'll talk about school, and then it would just obviously stop at like secondary school stuff because he couldn't talk about anything beyond it, and then talking to things anything outside like education, it's just like in terms of just natural intelligence and it just wasn't that like, and it frustrated my heart. And
I don't think that has to do with him having a degree though. I think that's to do with the person.
but it could be, but in just taking that guy back, the one I've known since I was younger, like the way like he communicated and everything, the words and everything after, like even when he went into
the transition.
I saw it, Daniel. No one can tell me different.
Because the thing is, I've dated creatives and I've dated corporate guys. So I've dated creatives that haven't gone uni and just done the creative life for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've dated the corporate guys that went uni, got masters, PhD, whatever. There's a difference. But I think
There's an intellectual difference.
There's an intellectual difference.
There's an intellectual difference.
There's nothing wrong with it.
None at all.
Do you know what I mean? It's about what you want to date in that time.
Yeah.
What
No,
suits
that's
you
fair.
as what
That's
suits
fair.
your life in
Yeah.
that
At the,
moment.
end of the day, my point is that it's really about
Preference.
It's about preference, but it's also about the person in the van, because like I said, like you can meet someone who doesn't have a degree and they can be extremely intelligent and it's nothing to
Exactly
do
my
with that.
point.
However, you can meet guys who don't have a degree, who because they don't have aspirations or whatever, and you can just tell there's a plateau to what you're
How
talking
much
about.
you can speak about.
So yeah,
Yeah.
no, it makes sense.
Yeah, for me, it's just a no.
Yeah, no.
I
think that's. I think
yeah,
that's.
and for me, it's also just the point as well. Is like it's because if we end up having kids, I want our kids to be like, oh, you know, both of my parents went uni, so like, you know, and if
What reason is there for me not to go?
But
and
I do stand the reality of that is much more of a. It's more of a personal
thing.
Yeah.
Because there are
preference,
guys that have gone uni that are
That's still dumb.
Yeah,
are still being.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think we should think that people that have gone to uni are.
No,
automatically smart.
Yeah.
No, because
I agree.
people that
I agree.
no, because some
So
it's
people
not
are
even
dumb.
they don't even like, you know how they say common. They don't even have common sense.
They don't have balance.
They don't even have common sense, and I'm like,
Yes.
you're
Anyway, Sha.
2-1. You're first not.
Anyway, Sha, we invented at the same time.
3 tier squads. Be smart.
Like,
Thank you for listening.
And subscribe.
Did you say be smart in life? Piss off. All
Is
right.
that the motto?
I'm so
Be smart in
tired. Be
life.
smart. Be smart in life. Go to school.